Highmark Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Stiff-armed him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They run it again with Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 20 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Cook up the gut. And we'll get it down to the 47 here.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to walk one deep left side here. This is intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let him fly early, and they hope that will keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in this game. Right? 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Allen.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. A run up the middle with Irving.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they got you back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
it's a give to Cook. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I see the G. Watch him do it. He's a vibe outside off from the music.
They'll try the middle to Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion goes the tight end. They run again on first down, Cook. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. I mean, that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mayfield now. The man is Ibuka. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield now from the 50. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
The Buccaneers looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On the ground, it's Irving. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He finds his target. It's Evans.
Number 13.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Mayfield keeps it himself. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal. They run out of the gun with Urban. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
The 7-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Sanders in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Mayfield. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And 3 at the 35-yard line.
Now Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 8.
A give to Cook out of the gun. Well, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Winfield on the tackle.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bucs 41-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Bills. First down.
Coleman, the man in motion right. To the air. Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards that time into completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. T.J. Sanders. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Again, it's Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now this time, Allen will throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, the 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Now 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play.
Mayfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Now the
Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and a couple.
Mayfield to throw it.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield down.
They'll find McMillan here.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
A gain of 7.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back to the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Third and long.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Complete to Keon Coleman. A gain of 4 brings up second down.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the second-year man, Xavier Leggett. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. The Panthers win this one by 11. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And this is Russell Wilson. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Giants are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustment. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in the second half on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of a yard. First down, Tampa Bay.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I told you it was. I thought they'd go to the back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
brings up
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Now it's out. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. There's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Ibuka. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. This 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
On the handoff, this is Irving. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code. Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's complete. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Oh, look at the juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Cook up the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Coleman, the man in motion left. To the air, Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
Again, this is Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Allen. Buying time to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain, maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Bills have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, able to avoid him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out come the Bucs now.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll find McMillan here. Here's 3rd and 10.
Mayfield down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They start the drive with Cook.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
That's caught right side by Palmer. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
The Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. T.J. Sanders able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Mayfield. T.J. Sanders in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Now Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mayfield keeps it himself.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and...
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a Buca. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got a Buca.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd down at the 7-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
He steps out of bounds.
Mayfield with it once more.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now. Down 24-21, 2:10 on the clock. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. White. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And this time he is in. Rashad White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go to full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa Bay defense coming back out now. They're just looking for one final stop here, put a capper on this affair.
Get this game over with. That's all they're talking about. It's that simple. Finish this thing off, and let's get to the locker room and celebrate.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led